Hi all, this is Simona Rich. I made one video already, but I put oil in my hair, so that video hair looked really terrible. So I'm remaking the video about what I found out, new things that I found out about hormones, which are very important if you're using hormones. This information comes from Barbara Hoffman, the lady that I found on YouTube who researched hormones for years. And she's been on hormones for 35 years, around I think 35 years, since she was 35. And she's in great health, she looks great. She has so much energy. So I listen to the people who proved through their own well-being that what they are telling is true. So basically, because of her, I found out that I'm using bioidentical hormones because I use estradiol and another one that is bioidentical. It's called estriol. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but those are bioidentical hormones. So basically, the body thinks that it's its own hormone, and therefore it will not cause any side effects unless you overdose it, of course. And I've also found out because of her that my progesterone is actually synthetic, and these are the ones that cause diseases. So I need to so after I found out this, I ordered a plant-based one. So basically my progesterone is called medroxyprogesterone, something like this, and that's one type of progestin. And progestin is the one that is synthetic, whilst progesterone is natural. But sometimes some names like medroxyprogesterone, it has progesterone at the end, but actually it's still synthetic. And these are the ones that may cause illnesses and imbalances in the body, because the body does not recognize it as its own. And this is because the molecule of that hormone was changed in order to be patented. So it's all about the money, like always with drug companies. They don't care about your health, they just care to make the most money possible. So basically they alter the molecule so that they are able to patent that hormone so that they make money from it. But the good news is that, like estrogen, there are plant-based ones that the body accepts, and it won't produce any side effects. And this is the one. There are many vegetables that you can get progesterone from. The usual one is soy, which is not good because it can cause thyroid dysfunction, but it's also obtained from wild yam, one species of wild yam, I think. And there are other ways, other vegetables that you can obtain progesterone from, but it has to be already obtained for your body to absorb it. And so you should buy some kind of, if you use that, if you want to use hormone replacement therapy, then you should get a progesterone cream, which is better than pill or tablet, because when the body, when you ingest tablet, a lot of it is lost during the digestion process, and it's best to just not tire, it's best not to tire your digestion and just obtain it directly to your blood through the patch or cream. So I've ordered progesterone cream that I found here in India. I actually ordered on Amazon, so I'm really looking forward to that, because I will throw away that synthetic one and I'm going to use that natural one, and I will update you what's happening. And also, although my hormone that I use, estrogen, is bioidentical, estradiol, I decided to use a plant-based one, which is called phytoestrogen, because basically then you can't get excess of it. Because if you, for example, don't know that you have excess of estrogen, if you use phytoestrogen obtained from plants, then the body will take it if it needs it, and then it will leave it if it doesn't need it. So that's great. That's different from bioidentical ones, which the body will have to take it. So I like this option better. But before ordering plant-based estrogen, what I will do, I will listen to the advice of Barbara Hoffman, the lady that I got all this information, most of this information from, and I will try to use first only progesterone to see, like she claims that most women have more than enough estrogen, but the symptoms that they get is actually from progesterone deficiency. So what I will do, I think I will not use estrogen for a little bit and use only progesterone and see what happens. And if problems go away, then I will not need to use estrogen anymore, because she basically says that, and I read in other research documents that estrogen is already the end product, but progesterone is also responsible for other hormone production, something like this, and it can actually stimulate the production of your own estrogen in case you're deficient. So this is the best thing to use at first to see whether all your issues resolve. So that's what I'm going to do. And then maybe I will not need to use even phytoestrogens anymore. And now I'm using bioidentical hormone in the patch form, 25 micrograms, but now I will try to discontinue it once I get my progesterone, and then if I still think that I need estrogen, I will use phytoestrogen in the cream form. So then I will use 2 hormones that are natural, plant-based, phytoestrogen and progesterone obtained from vegetables. And this is not going to cause any health problems because they are plant-based, they are totally natural. And the reason doctors don't recommend these natural hormones is because they don't make money from it, because they are not able to be patented. So they will recommend you synthetic ones usually, or bioidentical ones. And I've also found out that birth control pills, all of them according to Barbara Hoffman, are synthetic. They are made from synthetic progesterone and synthetic estrogen, so they may cause many problems with the body. It's long-term use, so this is something also for you to know. And I think that progesterone, actually, if you continuously use it, the body cannot ovulate. So maybe this is something to think about as an alternative to birth control, but you need to do so much more research, because these are just my thoughts. And I've also yesterday read a good paper, maybe I will find it and I will link it to below the video, about just what the lack of progesterone does to your body, and that is very important to take, and that many women in the US after the age of 35, they still have periods, but they lack progesterone, and this may result in their infertility. And basically that document lists effects of the lack of progesterone in your body, so you can see that the symptoms. So it's very interesting. Basically, the doctor in the document claims that many women in the US after the age of 35, they continue to experience periods, but they actually have the lack of progesterone. So this may result in their infertility and other health problems. So most conventional doctors will never prescribe progesterone or other hormone when you are that young, but that's because they don't grow in knowledge about the hormones. They're just doing their job. So this is very important to understand. They are not familiar with the latest research because they don't have to. They're just doing their job. But there are few doctors that are passionate about the subject, and they do their research, and they realize that actually the best thing to reverse any like premature wrinkles, damage to your body in other ways, is to monitor your hormone levels, and when they go down, to supplement, and then you will avoid many health problems related to the deficiency of hormones in the body. So I think I hope I did not miss anything, because this is an important subject. But if you're using hormones, just check whether your hormones are synthetic or not. If the estrogen is bioidentical, this is good, but better is to use plant-based one, because then the body will not get excess of it. It will be able to eliminate the excess. And also know that progesterone also can be synthetic, causing many health problems, and you have an alternative. You can get the plant-based one also and avoid many health problems. So I think I summarized everything that I've recently found out about the subject. I hope this was useful to you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and take care.